Amazon's just started blocking apps on the Amazon Fire TV stick. And so it starts. Right, a few days ago, I posted a video on this channel. I posted it on TikTok, and I told the world that Amazon will start to block apps on the Amazon Fire Stick. Oh, and by God, have I had some stick for that. You want to see the comments on TikTok. I ain't even joking. The amount of people that said I'm full of shit, I haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. Anyway, since then, when I reported it, it was initially released on The Sun as an article. Then other news companies and well-known websites like Lab Bible started to then post the same topic, telling people that the block is coming. And since posting the video, quite a lot of people have said that this is only on the Amazon Fire TV stick, or they're also saying block the updates on the Amazon Fire Stick and it will stop this happening. Well, listen guys, I'm here to clarify that is not the case. It doesn't matter if you turn off the automatic updates. Amazon will still be able to block apps remotely. Remember this app? You know, that popular app? Well, same happened with that, and it's happened with many other apps in the past. Amazon can and will block the apps remotely. They don't need updates pushed to local devices to do it via firmware. They can do it all back office, all on their server. I think you guys would be surprised if you knew what they could actually do their end, and the amount of data they have on you. Scary. Anyway, that's another video altogether. So I was having a look for content, I was browsing through Reddit, and I came across this post. And it turns out Amazon have already started to block apps on the Amazon Fire Stick. I've also had a few other comments on videos saying that they too have also had their apps blocked. So it looks like the ball is now rolling. Now on this Reddit post, this user did also suggest that they do hope this is just something going on or a bit of a bug. We know that is not true. We know that Amazon are now going to be blocking apps. Now, like I said in the video, right, this is not going to be an overnight thing. It's just not. And one of the comments, quite a lot of the comments I was getting on my video was saying, well, I'm sat here watching football at 3 p.m. Joke's on you. This isn't going to happen overnight. So Amazon announced it from Friday the 31st of October. This weekend just gone that they're going to start doing it. This is going to be a gradual process over the next couple of weeks. Now, obviously, I don't have inside info on all these processes and how it's going to work. But putting my thinking hat on, I mean, it's probably quite obvious. They're going to start blocking apps remotely. How it works and the technicals behind it, I don't know, and quite frankly I don't really care because there's nothing we can do about it. What we do know is they're going to be starting off with Europe, France, Germany and UK, and over the next couple of weeks you'll start to see each different app slowly being removed and blocked on your Amazon Fire Stick. Now apparently there's a workaround where you go into the developer options menu, go to the apps and you can re-enable the app because it's just disabled from there, and apparently that fixes it, and it might, but I guess this is only temp. So if you do have any issues, check in your developer options that they are enabled, and that might fix your problem for now. But I do think as time goes on, this will get worse and they will be completely removed. I do also think that they're going to primarily focus on the likes of live TV apps and IPTV. Now, as we know, ISPs have already started to try and block this content over the last 12 to 24 months. Different servers, different services are now blocked directly from the ISP. So there is a lot more control over this, right? And the only way to bypass that block is by using a VPN, which just proves it can be done. And by the way, if you want a VPN 83% off Black Friday deal, 10 gig of data, I'm going to link it up in the video description. But Amazon have also said that even a VPN isn't going to work with this, which is interesting. So this tells me it's not about an ISP block. This is a back-end block from Amazon. Now it's ironic because when we talk about jailbreak, right, that's an iOS term, it's not for Android. With Android and with Fire Sticks especially, all you're doing is installing apps from outside the App Store. That's all it is. So this does also open up a lot of questions because you and I both know that a lot of people are going to want to be able to push their apps on the Amazon App Store or find a way to download the app on the Fire Stick. Why? Because developers want to make money. There's a lot of dodgy services on here, and by services I mean IPTV, and you and I both know that they like money and they don't give a shit about laws. They don't give a shit about restrictions. All they want is customers buying their stuff because they're greedy, especially the resellers. In fact, they're the ones that actually make me laugh because they're reselling a service from a website on a server that is just bought from the likes of GoDaddy and that. So what a lot of people don't realize is they're paying for an IPTV service from this reseller, and a lot of the data that's actually being collected on the IPTV panel, the data of your username, your email address, your phone number if you give it, the data of what you're watching, how long you're watching it for, who's watching it. It's actually quite scary, the amount of data that's being collected from these people, and you have no idea who they are, even though this service is illegal. That's really worrying because a lot of people just go down this trap of, oh, I got IPTV, oh, I get stuff cheaper. I don't actually think they're fully aware of what is going on behind the scenes and who it is you're buying it from. That's why we tell people to use a VPN, not for other reasons, because why would you want your data in the hands of someone you don't even know? Some John Larry off a council estate sat behind a GoDaddy server selling IPTV. It's not about scaremongering to use a VPN. It's about not wanting people to have your data, people you have no idea who it is. I mean, you know what it's like with mobile phones, right? A lot of us don't want Google and Facebook collecting data, but they do. Yet the majority of IPTV customers are giving this data away freely to their IPTV reseller and have no idea what is going on the back end. And I am going to cover that in a video soon. I'm going to go really in depth with how IPTV services really work from a back end perspective, the stuff you don't see. But in the meantime, just make sure you're using a VPN. Stop giving people your data. But yeah, going back to the point, yeah, Amazon are now pushing the block of these apps. This is the first one I've seen. I'm sure we're going to see many. If any of you guys have faced a block yet, or you've had this issue, let us know in the comment section. There's a lot going on the Amazon Fire Stick scene at the minute, a lot. And I think the next couple of weeks is going to be busy for us as content creators. We're going to have a lot of content to push. I've been pushing a lot of shorts as well. And don't forget, guys, make sure you're following me on TikTok if you're not already. I do post daily videos on there as well. And I'm now also on Facebook, a new one, streaming news and tips. Go and give that page a like if you can. I'll link it up in the video description, trying to get some followers. I've got about 50 at the minute, so we're getting there. But yes, the fun has begun, shall we say. So stay tuned to see what is going on with this. I'm going to keep you updated. Looking forward to hearing off you in the comments, guys. I'll see you in the next one. I think Amazon's realised they've released a shit device. Yes, that's right, we're talking about the Fire TV 4K Select. And it turns out Amazon are now removing negative comments from Google reviews, and they're also calling these reviewers in a bid to try and get that negative review removed.